Hello, my name is Sarah Graves, and I teach Photography 1 here at Mountainside High School. A little bit about me. I have a Bachelor's of Art in Photography, Drawing, and Painting from Lewis and Clark College. I have a master's in art therapy. That was my first career, and a master's in art education, which is my second career and my true passion. I love to photograph landscapes. At Lewis and Clark, I studied darkroom photography, but I find that I really enjoy digital photography as well and really love teaching it. I also enjoy abstractions. So what to expect from Photo One? The goal of Photo One is really skill development with DSLR cameras and Adobe Lightroom. The DSLR cameras, or digital single lens reflex cameras, are really fabulous tools, and we are so lucky to have them. They're very, very different from your student's smartphone, but a lot of the techniques that we learn in Photo One can be applied to your student's smartphone as well. So the goal is really for your students to walk away from this class with skills that they can use outside of the classroom, whether they end up owning a DSLR camera one day or not. We use Adobe Lightroom for editing, and we really focus on developing creative thinking skills, self-expression, communication of ideas, and the development of our aesthetic preferences through the exploration of art and artists from around the world. There are three major units in Photography 1. The first is Lightroom skill development. The second is composition techniques. So really understanding how to take a good photograph and what constitutes a good photograph. And then understanding light, aperture, and shutter speed. So within the Lightroom skill development unit, we explore things like cropping, exposure, how to ensure that the correct thing is in focus within our photographs, how to correct for different lighting conditions to ensure that our photographs aren't too light or too dark, editing for color, and removing visual distractions. Within our composition technique unit, we focus on exploring different camera angles, using the essential elements of art to create different effects in our artwork, scale, and visual balance. In our final unit, we explore how to work with natural light, how to use aperture to create or change our depth of field to create a focal point in our work, and how to use shutter speed to capture motion. The keys to student success in Photo One are really the keys to success in any art class here at Mountainside. The most important thing for your students to do and remember is to use their class time productively. Every assignment and activity in Photo One is designed to be completed during class time, which means that if your student is using their class time productively, they will probably never have homework unless they choose to take some photos on their own using their smartphone. The second key to success is really self-advocacy, and that is truly a life skill, but really learning how to advocate for their needs, ask questions, ask for clarification, or ask for help when they need it. The third is reading feedback in Canvas. I'm really good about giving prompt feedback on assignments so students can use it for the next class or for the next assignment. Every major assignment or project that your student has a rubric attached to it that I go over at the beginning of that assignment. And the rubric is designed to also give them feedback about what they could do to improve. I really strongly encourage students to go back and improve a project or make a correction and resubmit to show a higher level of proficiency and understanding, and ultimately to improve their grade. Students have 2 weeks after an assignment due date in which to do that. And then finally, I strongly encourage students to check Canvas anytime they're absent. The nice thing about a digital class like photography is that it can be done at home. Your student has access to Adobe Lightroom on their Chromebook, and they can, in a pinch, use their smartphone if needs be. The best way to reach me if you have any questions or concerns is either via email or via Parent Square. I'm so excited to work with your students this year. Thanks so much for supporting the arts here at Mountainside.